Hey guys, Mystery Wheel Gunner back here with you again, and I brought back out the big bad 460 bone collector. Yep, decided to do a little bit of accuracy testing with it. I've gotten a little bit more into reloading. I initially started reloading just to save money on ammo costs, but I've been looking into getting as close to match grade as I can get using my custom hand loads. Now keep in mind, I'm neither master marksman nor master reloader, so don't take the data in this video to be something that's definitive. Okay, I'm just sharing the data that I got with the rest of you, and if the data is useful to you, cool. If not, well, I guess this is just for entertainment purposes then. Alright, let's get on with it. I used the Hornady 300 grain XTP mag. It's part number 45235. Now there are two versions of it. There's also a non-mag version. Okay, I think the non-mag version is for the 45 Colt, for 45 Colt level pressures. If you're gonna go into 460 or 454 Casull levels, you're gonna want the XTP mag. Okay, unfortunately I don't have any footage of me chronoing my own loads, but I do have the data for you. Using a 5-shot average, I got 1,470 feet per second, which according to the bullet energy calculator gets me 1,439 foot-pounds of energy. Obviously, this is nowhere near the maximum for the 460. There's a lot of overhead there still. So this is not the dinosaur destroyer loading. That being said, it's still a pretty healthy amount of energy. This is far from being a mouse fart load. For comparison, if we take a 44 Magnum loading of a 240 grain bullet and 1,300 feet per second at the muzzle, and that's a pretty healthy 44 Magnum load right there. That gets 901 foot-pounds of energy. So as you can see, even with a pretty moderate 460 load, you're getting quite a bit of energy. But okay, let's get to it. Here are the results I got from shooting at a target from 50 yards. Just in case you were wondering, here's the range that I was at and the pistol rest that I was using. Okay, here's the target from that first string. Got my calipers here, and yes, I still got my ghetto calipers. One day I'll find that lost battery door, but no promises. Alright, let's see what this group looks like here. So the center, the two farthest holes. Alright, about 2.238 inches. Not too bad, but I gave it another chance with another string. Alright, here's the target from the second string, and wow, got really good results here. Now, for those of you wondering why my hits are so far off from the bullseye, I've been experimenting with different bullets and different bullet weights. Now that I'm really getting to reloading a bit more, so I'm just doing a rough zero for now for these target tests. Because if I zero it for every loading, then well, I'm going to be shooting a heck of a lot more than I want to while I'm just looking for groups. Okay, so the important thing is the grouping. Okay, once I find a loading that gives me the grouping I want, then I'll zero my optic for that particular loading. But anyway, let's take a look at this one. It might be easier if I just turn it this way real quick. Okay, so the center from one hole to the center of the farthest. And yeah, look at that. 1.107 inches. Wow, just a smidge over 1 inch. Just a smidge over a 1 inch group at 50 yards with the 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum. Really happy with this one. Man, that's a good group right there. Okay, part 2 of accuracy testing for the bone collector, chambered in 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum. This time using the Spear Deep Curl bullet, 300 grain deep curl, part number 3974. And yes, I know it says 454 Casull here, but the 454 Casull did serve as the parent cartridge for the 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum. So despite the disparity in the nomenclature, 454 Casull versus 460, they actually do use the same diameter bullet. And the cartridges, according to Sammy Spec, they both operate at the same, or have the same maximum chamber pressure. I think it's 65,000 psi. So again, it would make sense that a bullet that can be used for the 454 Casull can also be used for the 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum. But all right, enough of that. Let's get down to the shooting. Oopsie, forgot to give you the stats for the Spear bullets, or for the loading for the Spear bullets. 300 grain Spear bullet, 5-shot average, 1,712 feet per second, resulting in 1,952 foot-pounds of energy. Good Lord. Yeah, these are trucking. These are definitely, these were loaded hotter than the Hornadies. Okay, hit a little low with that first group, but that's okay. I'm not looking for a perfect zero. Again, when you're experimenting with different bullets from different manufacturers and also different powder charges, you will get a point of impact shift. So it doesn't make sense to try and zero for each new loading. You just want to zero it roughly so you get it on paper, and then you're going to compare the groups. And then when you get a grouping you like, you tailor your optic for the load that got you that group. Okay, here's where we take the measurement here. Center of the two farthest holes. 3.188 inches. Round that off. 3.2. Not bad. 50 yards from a handgun. 300 grain bullet. Especially at the velocity these bullets are going at. Not too bad. But I decided to give it another string. Okay, string 2 brought about an interesting result. I did not adjust the optic in any way, and the shot group moved upwards. I have no explanation for that. Let's just go ahead and measure the grouping. It might be easier if I just turn it around here. 2.37. Round that off. 2.4. So the shot group moved up and also shrank a bit. Interesting. It's possible I flinched on that first grouping. Did the old pre-ignition push down? Because these were loaded quite a bit hotter than the Hornadies. I shot earlier. So flinching could have been an issue. So I went and did a third group just to see. Okay, the third string here, the third three-shot string, more in line with the second string. You know, the first string consistently hit low down here. This is roughly in the same general area as the second string, so I'm going to chalk that first string to me, well, flinching. These spears were loaded hotter than with the Hornady group, so you know it's probably just me flinching and getting used to the higher recoil. So by the time I got to shooting the second group and this group, had already acclimated to the higher recoil, and I guess I started to settle down a bit. But okay, let's measure this group here. And this is the best group. This is the best group of them all. Yeah, look at that. 1.933, round that off. Well, we'd be rounding down to 1.9. Hell, I like round numbers. Let's just say 2. Okay, 2-inch group, 50 yards from a handgun with a 300 grain bullet. Oh, with the velocities these are going at, I'm pretty happy with that. That's, wow, that is a nice grouping, and a nice bit of power behind these. Alrighty, and this concludes this video doing some, I guess you might say, informal accuracy testing using the 460 bone collector from Smith & Wesson's Performance Center, and using the XTP mags from Hornady and the deep curls from Spear. Hope you guys liked watching it, and I'll catch you guys next time.